Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO. Let's continue the story, and I decided to make a screenshot of the defrag window that we had and to check Hinata once again, because we're on the road A. So I wanted to check if what will change basically on defrag window if we choose different options. Are we going to have different endings where our options ends? And we remember the road. So I think this is the proper way to start, and also chat agrees, chat approves my idea as well, because we are on stream with members right now. This is rare occasion actually, so if you'd like to join the members, there's also occasion. And yeah, let me just load the game. Let's load with the last choice that we had, and let's make a difference from this for now. Later we are going, maybe I'm going to check other things, but I want to go to latest option first. And let's say that I can't take her with me no matter what this time. Let's see what's going to happen. There's possibility that we will not get the terabyte disk that she had, because she gave us a disk with the clues to solve the crossword. Maybe she's not going to give it to us this time. One of Sakuya's unusual smiles rise to her face. That's right. An almost unbelievably common smile from her. And then tears pour from her eyes. Aww. Our wish is by no means over ambitious. If fate exists, then even if we part now, we'll definitely see each other again. Because you are there and I am right here. Because our emotions are the same. While holding her trembling shoulders, I vowed that I will definitely come back. I will never let you go for the same thing I did after I lost Mutsuki. Wasn't her father in her house or something as well, so it's not empty. I mean, I guess emotionally empty, for her, I guess. There's no Hinata, and she's not on the good terms with father, I guess, yeah. Makes sense. For an instant, Yayoi-sensei's face appears in my mind. Nah, too dangerous. Is he? Wait, did we know this? They said he was away too. Oh. Okay. I missed that somehow. Okay. No, we still get the disc. Sakuya takes a terabyte disc out of her bag. Wait, we still have it. Yeah, we had this conversation. And I can't skip this for some reason. There's no skip button. I don't know why. Yeah. I have no confidence I can stay in one piece, but at times it's more right to tell a white lie instead of giving the harsh truth. To me, who learned that may have, sadly enough, become an adult. And we can skip. Wait, is this the same ending? So, this changes nothing. Wait, what? Uploading? Oh, okay. Ah. One moment. Where's my screenshot? Okay. Okay. So, blue. 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 Anything changed in blue? There's a change! Guys, there's a change! Holy fuck! Look, here's a... like, on the screenshot, somewhere around this area, there were like blanks. There was nothing, and now it is. Oh, you can't see my screen. God damn it. Sorry. I mean this part here. I didn't have OBS like in my view, so I couldn't tell that you couldn't see my mouse. Here, this part. In this corner. So it did change something. We can do like totally new playthrough with like just click whatever I did not click before, basically. Like I'm doing with basically replaying, like playing different roads in other visual novels. So let's just try and pick just different options this time, like totally different options, and see where this will go. Let's log in into the Babylon or to IO system. Okay. And now, this time, let's just ignore this whole thing and just say that we saw nothing. Like, yeah, that's not my problem. I saw nothing. Let's not be concerned about this.
Yeah.
Wow, and this... God damn it, this is what we got to learn later. In the playthrough when I was talking about what I saw, and later we figured out that hey, we were asleep and we saw something while being asleep. God damn it, we got this info like basically at the start of this choice. Wow. Sakuya, I'm actually still awake. No one else noticed the girl who fell, and for some reason I can't get her off my mind. You're so not awake. Okay, yeah. Let's skip now. Oh, something changed, something changed. With the meeting with Yaoi-sensei. Okay. Give me a committed suicide. Yaoi-sensei thought I should have tried some of them. Okay. Surely is a teacher, even if she is not like a normal one. Now that I think about it, wasn't the one who committed suicide one of my classmates? I've got to stop thinking about it. In the first place, it's not like I remember all the faces of my classmates. That would have been a useless act. I think the trigger was the moon effects, just as Sensei said. The part within those people that chose death was probably not something they originally had, like deep despair, for example. But humans really can kill themselves that easily. It's not of the most traditional and simplest way out of life, but how is it that everyone who does it manages to conquer their fear of death? Okay, and we can skip again. Okay. So that was just little change in the dialogue that he realized earlier. Oh, flashback! Wait, what? Yo! That was Enlil from the Ashur scenario with the two swords. Yo, what? Okay. For knowledge. He's Mercurius. Anyone played Ysira? Okay. What's this? Holy crap. Okay. a sword? Is it not the first time I've met this man? Why is he approaching me while waving a sword at me? That war cry violently shakes my brain. Am I going to die? Am I going to be killed? Why I can skip this? So that happened before, like I'm going to die. Huh. Okay. So, how is this... How the game is going to explain basically character remembering all of this after like replaying the game? Usually there's like, you know, like time loop or something, characters sent back or whatever. Like games usually somehow try to explain why you remember stuff like this. I'm very curious what's the situation here. That was Sami. Yeah, that was Sami. Okay, so we are going to make a mistake this time. And now we're going to say that she's the one who missed the bus. Which is obviously the wrong choice, but let's see what happens. So we haven't checked that before. She's the girl who fell while chasing the bus yesterday. So we are basically, like last time I figured it out early that Yumi and Sami are different people. So I made like correct choices who is who. But this time it seems like we're going to mistake the two of them. Mismatch. So we'll see what's going to happen. That's going to be interesting. My first impression was that she was a rather clumsy girl and I felt a sort of kinship to her. But now, all I got was a strange sense of discomfort. Last time you said they aren't real. Yeah. True, but at the same time, later I figured out. Yeah, before we met the two of them. True. That abrasive personality of hers isn't overlapping well with the image of her falling that I have. It feels like there's something mysterious about her. But if we are talking mysterious things, then my heart is the same. Why is a girl whose name I don't know weighing so heavy on my mind? Do we have some sort of special bond or something? You feel like you met her before, like in previous roads? While thinking about trivial things, my current destination come into view. Yao-sensei office. Oh. Yeah, that was the thing on the blackboard that disappeared later, right? I think. So let's just say like, yeah, it's nothing. Let's just not mention it. So I think I could give her like no clues about what is happening, because I think like if we bring up the whiteboard, it's going to give her some clues about what's happening. I guess. It feels like he's replaying the game like us. Yeah, kinda. Too troublesome, don't mention it. The whiteboard is definitely one of Yao-sensei characteristic jokes. Even if I bought it up now, it probably wouldn't accomplish anything. Also, what's crazy, I think if we will choose like, we would choose now exactly the same options for like last time, like in the first playthrough, we would get different dialogues too. If like we have flashbacks from what happened in the previous let's play, like he would remember like, hey, why I knew her name, for example, or something like that, you know? Like Yumi. How did I knew that? He would be something like that probably. That's crazy. Like the same choices can probably give you the different outcomes. But we'll test this out sooner or later. Characters jokes, even I brought it up now, it probably wouldn't accomplish anything. This is one of those let's bygones by bygones situations, isn't it?
なんだか妙な寒気を感じるんだが。
気のせいじゃないですか。
はあ、言いたいことははっきり言った方が体にいいぞ。
Okay. Just like always, Yao-sensei is sharp as attack. On the other hand, if I say anything more, I will just get caught up in the topic I'd rather not discuss. Silence is golden, as they say.
まあいいだろう。
Sensei's eyes glimmer suspiciously. Priority matter? I'm kinda getting a bad feeling about this.
ほら、ひなた。
Okay, and we're back to usual dialogue with her.
あれ
Okay, why it stopped? It's a bug, I think, because I can still skip. Oh, never mind. Not worry, waste of time. Why several variety of things? Reason I wanted to come here. Okay, what is happening? At that moment, something suddenly flies into my field of vision, as if it didn't exist up until now, and first came into existence the second I looked its way. Oh yeah, that thing that happened last time, I think. I think I mentioned Seki no Inganok back then. Like the clown in the corner of your eye and you couldn't see it. Like the main character cannot figure it out what the fuck that is. It always disappears when he try to look there. Yeah.
どうしたひなた。
あそこにある本は何ですか？
The books. Okay. Several old books. It's in the disorderly pile on her work desk. Also, I'm sorry, I was like silent for a second because it's very silent noise. You can hear this noise, right? It's like wings flapping slowly. Is this like Lem basically being materialized somewhere like behind him or something and like flapping her wings?
ああ、メソポタミアやバビロニアの神話に関する本だ。
Okay. Look at this.
バビロニア？
聞いたことがないのか？
そんな、もちろん知ってますよ。世界史の最初、古代文明のあたりで習いました。聖書でもバベルの塔とか出てくるはず。
Was it there last time? I mean, we didn't have this scene. About the noise. If the noise was there last time. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember.
そう。メソポタ
Maybe I didn't pay attention to this.
イラクに相当する地域だ。その南部がバビロニアと呼ばれる。つまりはそこで成立した神話のことだよ。
Okay.
先生は神話にも興味があったんですね。
まあ、ちょっと気になることもあった。
Yeah. Okay, she was... Which one was she? She was not Ea. She was the... God damn it. I still forget, like, the cat's name there. We have Enlil, Ea, and who? Anu. Okay. Okay, thanks.
気になること？
知りたいか？それならバビロニア神話の概要を知る必要がある。
そういうのには疎いんです。
そうか？結構面白いぞ。バビロニアは日本と同じように多神教世界で神々を総称して、
Okay.
アヌンナキという。
Father of the gods named Anu.
アヌだからだ。
Okay.
アヌンナキの統率者アヌは天空神。その息子のエンリルは中空を支配する嵐の神で、表立つことのないアヌに代わりその権力を執行する。
Okay.
天と空と。だったら人間の住む地上は誰の管轄なんですか？
エンリルの息子にして水の神のエア、知恵の神とも呼ばれる。創世神話はこの御柱を軸として展開するんだ。
なるほど。
手が止まってるな。
Oh. I didn't thought about Lem back then, probably not only because I did not know her, because in the scene he was like giving a massage to her and I thought like it's just him massaging her shoulders. Okay, I think that's the case. And maybe it's actually the case and I just overcooked. God damn it.
ああ、すいません。
Yeah, it happens again. God damn it. nerves that control my hands and my ears are completely different, so it's extremely difficult to massage and listen at the same time. I clear my head and start massaging her again with more force than earlier. Yeah, that sound was just her clothes, yeah. God damn it.
素直でよろしい。ああ、きっく
先生、凝りすぎです。
私は繊細なんだ。でだ。
あ、はい。
エンリルは多くの神々をなし、世界創造の仕事に着手させた。だが、その仕事量があまりにも膨大だったので、子供たちはストライキを起こした。
Children went on strike, okay.
神々でもストなんかするんですか？労働組合とかないんですか？
不当な扱いを受け続ければ、誰だって抵抗くらいするだろう。だが、生みの親であるエンリルは、その犯行に怒り狂った。
強量ですね。ありていに言えばわがまま。
神なんてそんなもんだ。まあ、そこでアヌンナキはこの混乱を鎮めるため、労働を代行する存在を作り出すという採決を下した。
I wonder how accurate this is actually with them creating Babylon.
それに従って、エアが知恵を出して作ったのが私たち人間だ。人間はたちまち数を増やし、勤勉に働いたので、神々は満足した。
Okay, yeah, we know that they were not satisfied with the Babylon. They did not like that the amount of people increased, the amount of users.
それで万事解決したとは思えないんですか？
そうだな。今度は人間の過剰な生産活動によって、神々はその眠りを妨げられるようになった。
人間なんてそんなものかもしれません。
そこでエンリルは神々の会議を招集し、人間に罰を与えようと主張した。
相変わらず
Okay.
めちゃくちゃなんですね。
Oh, that's why Enlil. Yeah, Enlil goes together so they insists they punish humanity, and then he flooded the whole thing, destroying Marduk in the process. God damn it.
多神教における神々は神羅万象の象徴だからな。嵐とか雷とかの自然現象に文句を言っても始まらない。そういうことだ。そこ、もう少し強く頼む。
とりあえず今の僕は弥生先生の下僕のようですね。
そうそう。
手止めますよ。
なんでだ？
Wow.
気持ちよさと感謝の念を全身で表現してるつもりなのだが。
しなくていいです。それで人類はエンリルにどんな逆恨みの罰を受けたんですか？
ほう、神話も面白かろう。
いいから先を続けてくだ
We
さい。
have very early info about the whole thing this time, instead of like finding it later when we have a crossword.
わかった。さて、会議での決定通り、神々は干ばつや強風を起こし、人間を滅ぼそうとした。
Okay, yeah.
だがエアだけは飲み水を与えたりと災害支援を続けたため、人間はかろうじて生き延びることができた。
そんなことしたエアは大丈夫だったんですか？
So Ea is a good guy. Okay.
そうはいかない。呪いをかけられ、以降神々の決定に反対できないようにされた。
Oh.
その上で人間を滅ぼすための大洪水を起こすこと。
But that was Enlil, not Ea. Huh.
大洪水って
At least in Babylon.
と一緒ですね。
And at least from Mutsuki's memory. Maybe she's been tricked into thinking it was Enlil. I don't know.
そうだな。大洪水の神話は世界各地に伝わっているが、聖書の記述は明らかにこのバビロニアの創世神話を元にしている。
バイブルよりも古い神話。
他にも世界各地で大洪水の伝承が残っている。もしかしたら太古、世界はどこかでつながっていたのかもしれない。
Just like how Yao-sensei and I are connected by her shoulders at the
まあ
moment.
話を戻すと、それでもエアは断固として洪水を起こすことを拒否したので、エンリル自身がその役割を担う。
Oh, so it did actually. Yeah, so. Okay, so that was actually true, yeah. So, yeah, Mutsuki was not like. Make a mistake there. Yeah, that was actually Enlil. Yeah, okay.
その間際、エアは自分の信者の中で最も賢き者に大洪水の予言をし、対処法を授けた。
Okay. So, thanks to that, we humans
し
survived.
かし、人間が絶滅しなかったことを知ったエンリルは、怒り狂って父なるアヌに訴えた。ところがアヌは、エアの行動を支持したんだ。
Okay. I think this is actually going to be very similar to what actually happened between the three of them in the Babylon. I think it's going to be actually very accurate.
それでアヌンナキはエアの呪いを解き、再び人間を増やすことに決めたんだ。それ以来今まで人類は数を増やし続けている。
Okay.
なるほど。
Having finally made it all the way up until modern times, yeah, Sensei's story ends. Maybe I can stop giving her this message now.
もうそろ
Well,
そろいいですか？
yeah, you can be done. And we are back to Enlil again. Back then I couldn't move, as if I had turned into a stone. That man looked like he had some sort of grudge against me, didn't he? I have absolutely no clue why, but... Wait. I don't recognize that CG. Why would Sakuya covering up and Enlil with a sword pointing at her? We have like premonition on the future now or something? What is happening? I instinctively glance at Sakuya's face. Even though Sakuya is a little exasperated, she seems to be having fun talking to her friend. Same as always, nothing changed. Jeez, what's wrong with me? Is it because I've been tired from having nothing but weird dreams recently? I try to focus on the crossword puzzle again, but this time a strange sense of uneasiness distracts me.
あれ、さくちゃん興味ないんだ。
Okay, so now, yeah, we confronted Sakuya about being like pushy about basically us talking about Mutsuki and yeah, okay. So now we're not going to ask her, but we're just going to shut up and just like let it float, I guess. Let's see. We had lunch together at the cafeteria yesterday, and today we ended up going on the roof and having bento boxes. It's clear as day what kind of rumors will be flying around as a result, but whatever. To me, I'm very affiliated with the society known as school. Even if someone says something, it's not like it's going to change anything.
さて、
Oh, okay. And that was it, so just having some rumors. But we still talk about
人はな
Mutsuki.
ぜ神話なんて読むんですか？
Oh, back to mythology.
所詮は作り話でしかないのに。
Aren't they just fairy tales? Okay, now connecting mythology to fairy tales. You're not getting a lot of info this time around, yearly. And all of it is from Yayoi-sensei. I wonder if this is because of the choices that we made before. Maybe if I would do the same choices, then Sakuya would be more the one that help us. But this is only happening because, I don't know, different choices. I don't know. Anyway, this is happening.
歴史を人間の人生に例えるなら、神話とはその人間の背景にあるもの。心理学的に言うならば、深層意識だ。
History deep subconscious, okay.
歴史の深層意識。
そう。人類全体に共通する集合的無意識。
Okay, interesting way of thinking about this.
神話を理解しなければ歴史は同じ過ちを繰り返すだろう。自分の深層意識を正面から見ないものと同じようにね。
Am I properly facing myself?
先生、
うん。
またバビロニアの話を聞かせてもらえませんか？
The words that passed from my lips are both unexpected and expected. My deep subconsciousness wants to hear Sensei's stories.
わかった。じゃあ本題の前振りということで。
Those words bring me a strange sense of
メ
relief.
ソポタミアやバビロニアは時代によって勢力の強かった地域が異なり、その4つの時代区分はその地域の名から取られている。
Okay.
湾岸に近い都市国家時代のシュメール、上流で統一国家を成したアッカド、さらに北部で強力な帝国を築いたアッシリア。
Akkad. Have we heard about this before?
その遺発を継いだ新バビロニアだ。
Chaldea.
なんでバビロニアだけが真なんですか？
ああ、それはアッカドが古バビロニアとも呼ばれてるからさ。
Okay.
両者の支配領域は似ていた。そしてアッカドには
I never. Chat mentions FGO. I never played FGO to be honest, but I heard Chaldea and I think this is from FGO. Didn't mention, but yeah, I basically know nothing about FGO outside of like some phrases and stuff. I never like played or watched or anything, actually. How the world was created, huh? In cosmology, all the controversy about everything beginning with the Big Bang has finally settled down in recent years, but the main question at hand was remained unsolved for many years.
エヌマエリシュという女子誌の主役はマルドゥークという風を操る神だ。
Okay. God Wind of Manipulation, Marduk. So Marduk was the God Wind Manipulation, okay.
風ですか？風は中空のエンリルの属性じゃなかったですか？
Good point, actually.
エンリルはシュメールの出身だ。この
Okay.
神話では公認のマルドゥークに全権を引き渡している。マルドゥークはアッカドの首都バビロンの守護者だからだ。
Guardian of the Akkad capital, Babylon. Okay, so Akkad is like New Babylonia and capital is Babylon. So Marduk is successor of Enlil. And Mutski tricked Marduk as the daughter of hers. We're full family there. Enlil, Mutski and Marduk.
それってアッカドがシュメールを支配したから主神の座も交代したっていう風に聞こえるんですか？
ご名答。神話は歴史に基づいているのさ。ちなみにアッカド
This is too much of history for me, god damn it.
この2つの地域を合わせてバビロニアと呼ぶように。
I was never good at history and geography. And math, obviously. These three things are my nemesis. That's why I never solved the epitaph in Umineko before they told me what that was. Like, geography is too much.
洪水から人間を救ったエアはどうなったんですか？
What happened to Ea who saved people from flood?
エアは創造神アヌの子。そしてマルドゥークはエアの子とされた。だから神話でも優遇されているかな。
Okay. Marduk was Ea's child, yeah.
エアは淡水の神アプスを殺し、その力を奪っている。
Absolute, the first time we hear this name, I think.
マルドゥークの方は アプスの妻にして円錐
Oh
の
my god.
ティアマトを殺した。この功績によって
Oh, Tiamat. I heard about Tiamat. Am I supposed to like? I will have to make a like chart of like family tree of like gods and like who killed who and stuff. Am I going to like draw it? Maybe.
先に淡水を、次に塩水を打ち破ったんですよね。それは上流のアッカドが湾岸のシュメール方向に順次勢力を広げ平鈍したことを意味しているのでは。
そう考える者もいる。ここが
How important is this actually? It's so much.
触れるだろうが、昔から中東は戦争が絶えなくてね、なかなか難しいよ。
I think this is just exposition. Probably. Just to get us to know more about like the whole like creation process and what is happening with the Babylon in general. In the way of telling us the story of New Babylonia, basically. She says that and lets out cynical laugh.
ちなみにマルドゥークの息子の名はナブー。
We have Nabu, son of Marduk.
だいぶ後の時代になるが、やはり最高神となったこともあった。
We apparently read that before. Really? I don't even remember this. Of Neo-Babylonian. Chaldean, okay. Nabu was heavily renovated, granting him more power than his father. Okay. Son of Marduk was Nabu.
マルドゥークもずっと頂点にいることはできなかった。
アッシリア時代では先の神話のマルドゥークの名は消され、代わりにアッシュールと書き込まれた。
Okay, that corresponds to what happened with the Babylon, I guess.
主神の名でもある。
So Marduk got destroyed basically with the flood, and then we had the Io system and the Ashur system. Sure.
その後、先生術に長けたカルデア人が新バビロニアを拡大させ、結局アッシリアを飲み込んでしまった。
栄枯盛衰ですね。
このアッシュール、後にメソポタミア全土を掌握したササン朝ペルシアの主神アフラマズダーと同系の太陽神だ。両者ともマークが同じ有翼日輪だからね。
翼が生えた太陽の図案ですね。
Sun sprouting wings. Maybe important to remember.
翼は皆既日食の時に見えるコロナを視覚化したものともされているがね。ところがこの神々は日本とも決して無関係じゃない。
Okay.
インドの火と正義の神アスラは漢字に訳されてある。
Asura, okay.
これもアッシュルと同系の神だ。密教の主神大日如来。これがまたアシュラ王なんだよ。
Okay, this is way too much.
大日如来って。
I cannot even pronounce this thing.
そうだ。だから私たち日本
So now we are having like Japanese mythology as well at the same time.
欠かせないということができる。
まさかそんなことがあったとは。
本当に大事なことは目には見えない。
そうですね。
I'm kind of in pain with this. This is way too much information at the same time on the history topic.
人類史の深層意識に迫ったところで、今度は君の深層意識に立ち向かってみるとしようか。
Facing your own deep subconsciousness next time. Okay. So in essence, I really did see that I was trying to deceive my own heart.
心の中に溜まってることを話してくれるんじゃなかったか？私だけ喋りっぱなしってのもフェアじゃないと思う。
Although she says that, it doesn't really look like Sensei has any problems with talking about her own stories. I have deep worries about myself. Which is...
シスコンなんでしょうか?
Yes, you are. And let's keep the conversation because we can. Oh, another... What the hell are these flashbacks? What was that? We have like little Sakuya running upstairs with someone. They're just like randomly flashing like some kind of like weird CGs we never had before. What was that? What was that just now? There was someone white there, but the rabbit wasn't white. Mercurius simulator. God damn it, Mercurius, even now. What? That white someone was leading the rabbit away. Okay, so the rabbit is Sakuya, so yeah, like hairstyle as the rabbit, okay. It can be that this is my Alice in Wonderland. Huh. That's impossible. Have I just gone nuts or something? I shake my head in order to chase off these idiotic thoughts.
そういえばこの公園だったよね。
Okay.
懐かしいな。
Okay. Something new again. Nostalgic Park, huh?
何が?
むつきちゃんによくアリスごっこしようってせがまれたの。
Alice in Tagland? Oh, you were like playing tag as like Alice. What? What game you've made?
何それ?
ほら、むつきちゃん不思議の国のアリスが大好きだったでしょ。今の女の子とウサギを見たら思い出しちゃったんだけど。
Okay. That hallucination from Ilya replays in my mind. Memories that I completely locked away in my mind up until now are faintly resurrecting along with pain.
一人がウサギになって遅れちゃう遅れちゃうって言いながら逃げて、もう一人がアリスになってウサギさんを捕まえるんだよ。
Okay, sure.
それってただの二人鬼ごっこじゃない?
違う違う、基本はかくれんぼの方だよ。アリスの姿が見えなくなったらウサギは隠れていいんだ。
We have yet another new version of Alice in Wonderland that is known only to Hinata, basically. Is this game supposed to be a hint, like true hint actually? Mitsuki wanted him to find not just the different version in the book, but the version that they played? Because she said like it's like tips that only he should find out. Huh. Essentially hide and seek. If Bunny couldn't see Alice, then it was okay for it to hide. If the bunny couldn't see Alice... Mitsuki's bunny. She can't... Okay. That's interesting. Huh.
相手を捕まえるか見つけるかしたら必ず問答をするの。なぞなぞでもいいんだけど、それにアリスが答えられなかったらウサギはまた逃げられる。
Alice could answer, the bunny could run off again. So... Hinata is supposed to be Alice in this situation?
もう一つ普通のかくれんぼと違う点は、隠れる方、ウサギがアリスを驚かすこともできるの。この場合、ウサギが問答を仕掛けるんだ。
Oh, okay.
そうだったかな。よく覚えてないよ。
No, even if you poof out your cheeks like that, it won't make me remember any better.
そうだ、もう一回やってみればいいんだよ。
Okay.
私がウサギ、ひなたはアリスね。逃げていい範囲は公園内で。
ちょっと。
それじゃあ懐中時計を取り出して。
Mine's ready. Let's go. She says that. But what she actually takes out of her bag is her cell phone. Oh, okay. I'm more prepared than she is.
これで準備完了。いくよ。
おい、何もやるなんて。
よーい、ドン。遅れちゃう遅れちゃう。
Okay, that's so random. Sakuya suddenly starts running. Those two wavering ponytails of hers certainly do remind me of the rabbit. I stand there dumbfounded for a short time.
ほら、ぼーっとしてないでよ。置いていっちゃうよ。
Okay. Sakuya stops a bit of a ways ahead of me and looks towards me. But behind. No, never.
待て、昨夜。
Okay. I start running.
早くしないと先に行っちゃうからね。
With a sweet smile, Sakuya rushes away like an Olympic sprinter. He's unbelievably fast.
こっちだよ。
Damn it, I will definitely catch you. Jesus, where did she go? The places to hide around here would be in the playground, in the shadow of the building, and in the bushes. But Sakuya is so fast she disappears almost instantly. If I'm not careful, I will be left in dust. Should I just give up? Nah, I'm not just going to give in that easily. Sakuya makes a fool out of me. I can no longer call this a game. Nope. So this is the surprise part where Bunny can ask the question, right? I think.
うわ、
She surprised him.
考え事しながら歩いて
She surprised Alice. Sakuya was hiding in the grass right over there. I didn't notice her presence at all.
アリスを見つけたのは私だから。
Yeah, okay.
問題を出します。
When I see that smile of hers, my head is filled with thoughts of, you are still playing along with this? But strangely enough, I'm also thinking, this much is fine, at the same time.
地面に生えるウサギさんってなんだ。
The fuck? Trillion rabbits in one?
なんだそれ。
I tried thinking. A trillion rabbits in one. There's no such thing like that, is there? Wait, maybe it's a trick question. In that case, the answer is...
正解はそんなもんいないだ。
Okay.
ブッブー。正解はウサギ肉。
The
葉
rabbit.
の伸びる様子がウサギの耳のようだからそう名付けられたんだよ。
God damn it. God damn it. Really? Raz zero trauma.
っていうか、それってただの雑学クイズじゃないか？
じゃあ10数えるまでそこ動かないでね。あー、遅れちゃう遅れちゃう。
なあ、
So they used to play this with Mutsuki back in the day. Sakuya starts running again.
10、9、8、
It's so frustrating.
0。よし、今度こそ。
I chase Sakuya once again. He won't get away, not this time.
ひなたみーけ。
And once again, Alice is cut. Okay.
ひなたまたまたみーけ。
あ
She gets so many questions out of
ー
him.
いや
Answers out of
勘
him.
弁してくれないか？
仕方ないな。
Okay. He's not the best Alice in the world. In the end, I throw the towel. Even so, it's been so long since I got exercise, so I'm not feeling too bad. Rather, I feel refreshed. And so, I head back home while walking through the darkening city. Okay. That was so random scene, but also felt like this might be important. Like, this showed us that there's another version of Alice in the Wonderland that only Hinata, Sakuya, and Mutsuki knew about, basically. That's another version that no one else knew about. I feel like this might be important. Okay, we meet the twins here. And we're going to log into Babylon from the cafe, right?
ムツキちゃ
Oh,
んが
that's
竹取
new.
物語のかぐや姫のように月からやってきた特別な人間とでも思ってるの？だから月へ帰ったとでも？
Mutki-chan is a special human who came from the moon, like Princess Kaguya in Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Maybe she returned to the moon. Okay then. Sure.
そんなわけないよ。僕と一緒に生まれ、一緒に育ったんだから。
And besides, I promised her that I definitely would not give her any special treatment.
それなら必ず見つけられるよ。
But he did give her special treatment, like at the end, before she left, I think, right? He started to giving her a special treatment, if I remember correctly. At least from her diary. Near the end, she started to giving her special treatment, I think. And that means we'll find her. Okay.
なんだか言ってることが無茶苦茶な気がするんだけど。
こういうのは意気込みが大事なの。
そうかな。
Oh, actually, no, never mind. We can skip this. God damn it. Oh, new. Invitating Fairy. Fair is foul and foul is fair. So we haven't met Fairy yet and the Babylon. This is just before. Yeah, okay. I thought like that was the scene when we're like about to log in like together from the cafe. But that's seems to be new. Yeah. That was the beginning of the famous charm spoken by the three witches of Shakespeare Macbeth. I clearly remember reading it in the 9th grade. Also, we can check on system probably. If I were to rephrase the part in arbitrary times, then what's fair and what's foul is subjective. And there's no clear dividing line between them. The witch's charm restrained Macbeth's reason and unconsciously forced the strong poison of desire into his mind, stimulating him to action. Macbeth's desire grew more and more, and he first killed King Duncan so he himself could become a king. But no matter how much he insisted it was fair, he couldn't deceive his heart. Sin choices are because there is no choices. Yeah, okay. As a result of what he started, Macbeth lost the ability to trust the people around him and gradually began a political purge. And finally he brought about his own ruin. Consciously, Macbeth, who continued to make excuses, could never acknowledge his sins, even to the bitter end, but his unconsciousness continued to blame him, thus leading him to this tragic demise. Okay, YouTube, like, who of you, like, actually know Macbeth's story? I have no idea. Long ago, in the 5th century BC Greece, the same theme also unfolded in the poem Hippolytus by Euripides. Okay. Hippolytus, the son of the king Theseus of Athens, adored Artemis, the guardian goddess, and the scorned Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Aphrodite would not permit this disgrace and thus implanted and awakened deep love for Hippolytus in his stepmother Phaedra. What is happening? Now we have like some Greece mythology? How many of these we have? Is this important? Phaedra, who was worried about the conflict between her passion and social mores, took her own life. When he learns of this, Theseus cursed and killed his son. This parallel the dynamic between Aphrodite's extreme desire and Artemis' extreme restraint. When the equilibrium between their antagonism crumbled, humans turned towards destruction. It's not just Macbeth and Phaedra. Everyone has a struggle between their desires and self-control, between their wishes and reality. The witches that led people to destruction sleep within every single one of us, humans. Beatrice? I need to face reality, and at the very least, I must make it clear whether Mutsuki is alive or dead for this purpose. Yeah, I'm going to kill her off. I think like she does not exist. Like I feel like her body at least is dead. I think she's just like transferred her mind or something, and like her real body is dead and she's not aware of this or something. I will go just with this. I must act, and so I must skip. And we try to make a new account, so this time let's just instantly try to log in. Oh, and we just skip. So last time, make a new account just forced us to log in anyway, so we just skip. So this choice doesn't matter at all. Unless making a new account this time would matter, but we'll find it out like at some point, I guess. Okay, and once again we're going to mistake Yumi for Sami. I wonder if this is going to have some kind of like complications. If we are going to keep mistaking Yumi for Sami. Sami, that is to say, Shinosuke Masami.
君はサミ？
Masami question mark? Huh? It doesn't feel like the way Sami, being as aggressive as she is, would react. Meaning... Huh. She just left. Okay, so no hints from Yumi this time. She quickly bows her head and leaves. That was definitely Yumi. So in other words, I end up making a mistake, but... Just how do you distinguish identical twins from each other? I don't know, eye color and the bow?
見えないものを見る力、その力で私を探し出してね。そして
Find me with the power to see
全てを
invisible.
救い出して。
Yeah, so I think like getting them correct is basically a requirement to fight Mutsuki. I think. Basically. Without love, it's going to be sin. God damn it. Uminaikos everywhere. I recall the words that Mutsuki said in my dream. Though I don't have enough of that power. Perhaps not. My viewpoint might be too modern.
サクヤ？
もう少しは手伝ってよ。
Okay, we got a different kind of wrath of Sakuya this time. Last time she was angry because we were talking with Yumi. Sakuya is walking towards me carrying a mountain of books.
貸して。
あ、ありがとう。
Okay. I take her to over half of them and head over to the chair. I was just sleeping in.
少し顔色良くなったみたいね。
そう。
I really do feel more energetic, as if something good had happened to me. Ah. It's probably because my sister motivated me in my dream. As her older brother, I must press on. That was actually weird. As if something good happened
と
to
ころ
me.
で、
Ah.
すごい量の本だね。
Oh, and I can skip, okay. Oh, never mind. Modern day Iraq, Summer Babylonia, Mesopotamia. Yeah, so this is the thing that Yao-sensei told us this time. So Oriental mythology is the kind of mythology Yao-sensei was talking about. Wait, you didn't knew? Is this really all just an odd coincidence? If it's not, then does Yao-sensei know something about Mutsuki? I might be thinking too much about this in the first place. So he early figures out that Yaoi is actually may knew something. Wait, just how is this related to our search for the password?
とりあえずムツキちゃんの
yeah,
失踪
we
が
can skip.
バビロン
Okay. Possible ghost romantic. I want you to tell me Mutsuki. After that, I return my gaze to the book I was reading. When I do, I find more interesting information.
神はシュメールでは何なる、または何なと呼ばれていた。意味や輝くものである。
Is that the first time we have info that Sin was called Nannar? That means something shining? Okay.
あれ気づいちゃった
Sakuya giggles.
あ、サクヤのウサギの名前って。
Is it?
ナナそうよナンナルから取ったのでも呼びにくい
Maybe I forgot about this.
ナナいいなでしょ
Okay, sure. Mutsuki named her stuffed rabbit Moon Bunny, and the name of Sakuya's rabbit also became from the Moon Goddess. Talk about extreme coincidence.
ナナ。じゃあ 昨夜は最初からバビロニアやシュメールの神話のこと。
正確に言うとなんとなく覚えてたの。シャマシュって何度か聞いたことがあるの。
Okay. That's sus. Vaguely remembered for some reason. What do you mean?
あ、そうなの？
うちのお父さん、私が小さい頃からシャマシュと
Oh,
か
okay.
エシタルとかそういう名前をよく口にしてたんだ。
I guess he is like from the Exarch, right? So maybe like just overheard some conversations when she was a kid and stuff.
今思えば全部バビロニアの神の名だったのよね。
なんで川原のおじさんが？
なんだか仕事に関係してたみたい。同僚のハンドルとかだったかな。
Okay.
その時確かにシンっていう名前も聞いた気がする。
Okay.
昨夜、そんな大事なことなんで今まで黙ってたの？
だからなんとなくでしか覚えてないのよ。5歳ぐらいの時私事故に遭ったでしょ。そのせいで記憶が少しおかしいの。
5-year-old.
それは今でもそうだから。
Huh. Okay.
そうなのか。
I don't know. I mean, 5 years old, yeah, I guess like it can be vague. Huh. Huh. It feels like there's a line that connects all the facts. I wanted to find it because the definite truth is beyond the end of that line. Okay, went on like this. So that is still nostalgia. Can skip. Yayo-sensei is Anu. Okay, so he figures it out very early. I mean, actually, yeah, I think he figured it out before as well. Anyway, new info, but yeah, like he was talking to Enlil and stuff, yeah. She didn't give any signs of it a few days ago, back when she told me about Babylonian mythology, but she really is connected to all of this, isn't she? Why didn't she say anything, even though she knew? Did she think that it would be pointless because I'm a kid? Or did she try to subtly inform me? Come to think of it, she spoke ambiguously back then, but it seems like she had some sort of goal, and that there was something she wanted to look into. But just what was it? I don't know what. I realize my hands are clenched into fists.
あれは偶然ネットでの接触によって。
強情だな。
Okay. So now she's figuring out that we are still hiding in the bushes. We did see him? Okay.
先生はムツキの居場所を知ってるんじゃないですか？
Okay.
いや、知らない。
本当ですか？
ああ、少なくとも現在はわからない。
I don't know right now.
そんな。だったら知っている人とか手がかりになることだけでもいいから教えてください。
I fairly stared at Yayo-sensei for the most part. She seems the exact same as always, but her eyebrows are faintly pressing on each other. Is the flare in her eyes anger? Or is it
どう
bewilderment?
にだってプライベートはある。
それは。
Oh, we can skip. Yeah. So now we are logging from the cafe. Okay. Wait. Look right there. What's written there is description about Anu. Wait, what? We get some description of Anu? Wait. Here? At the very least, from what I can see from this, I don't think Yayo-sensei was lying to
あり
me.
がとう昨夜。おかげで少し心が軽くなったよ。
I really do mean every word I say.
とすれば。
ああ、少なくとも現在は。
I don't know right now. There's no doubt that Sensei and Mitsuki were acquaintances in the
バ
past.
ビロンに何か僕たちの知らない秘密が
He
隠
had
さ
to
れてる。
figured out so much stuff so early this time.
そうだよね。この一致は偶然と思えないもん。
Sakuya nods to herself.
何かいろんな筋道が。
We have this like weird
うさぎ
shadows.
好きなのはわかるけど。
Okay.
なんでそこまでこだわるの？
This is after our illness. I like rabbit, but why on this that particular to them? Yeah. That's a good question.
幸せを運んでくれるかもしれないから。
Good luck. Huh?
なんでよ。
ひなたは稲葉の白ウサギの話は知らないの？
Nope.
それって確かワニだかサメだかを騙して海を渡ったけど、最後に嘘だとバレて生皮を剥がされちゃったウサギ。
Damn. Savage.
うん、そうなんだけど、それには続きがあるの。
はあ。
全身痛くて苦しんでいたところ、後に出雲の大国主となる神が治療してくれたので、ウサギはあなたが天下を取るでしょうという予言をしたの。
Okay.
なるほどね。
その予言に従って大国主は冥界へ行き、ただ生還するだけでなく魔法のアイテムや愛する奥さんまで見つけてきたの。だから
The item from the underworld, huh?
だが
Just then Sakuya cheeks suddenly swell and her mouth shuts.
もういいの、病人は寝てなさい。
Okay. Why you act like this? Make it out alive. You obtained a magical item and even found a beloved wife. So? And she shuts up. Weird?
そうする。
Oh, okay. Something new? The real deal Babylon will reward. Yeah. To the shadows. Babylon is the real reward for shadows. It's a world that lies beyond the mirror. I feel like I'm so beginning to understand why Musky chose the charm of the innovative job managing Babylon. Yeah. So this is the... all the mysteries are. Okay. Incidentally, afterwards, I looked up the words Io online and found a variety of interesting parallels between Io, the moon, history, and mythology. Babylon used the names of the various Middle Eastern gods and goddesses, and Io is the name of goddess Clarity. Clearly, they had her in mind as well as they named the Io system. What is the goddess name? Oh, that was this one, I think, in the Greek mythology. Yeah, about Zeus. Zeus. Linked by the moonlight. Yeah, okay. Yeah, in English it's pronounced by Io, but the Greek it's pronounced Io. That was the name of the Greek woman in the anecdote. The queen of Argos was courted by the Zeus and became his mistress. But then the goddess Hera, Zeus' wife, discovered the location of the rendezvous. Zeus immediately transformed Io into a cow and attempted to fool Hera, but Hera saw through the deception and angrily demanded the cow be delivered to her. Okay. Never heard about this story. She then tied the cow to the tree, and Io could never commit such an insolence. So Io could never commit such insolence ever again, and sent 100-eyes giant to watch over the land of the Argos. Before long, Io was freed by one of Zeus' servants and escaped. Enraged, Hera sent a giant godfly to chase after and sting Io to cause her great pain. Okay. So Hera created horseflies. Okay. As she was continuously persuaded by the godfly, Io crossed the sea and ran all the way from Turkey through the Middle East to Egypt. There she finally collapsed from exhaustion. At the very last moment, she was finally forgiven in exchange for promising that she would never have an affair with Zeus ever again. Io settled down in Egypt, where she gave birth to Zeus' son, Epaphus. He later became the pharaoh of Egypt. Okay. This is commonly told myth, but that's the other side of it. Homer Simpson, a famous poet born in Ionia, called Io the cow-eyed Hera. In other words, it was originally a different aspect of the goddess Hera being. The Greek Roman era myth transcribes tailored Io to be a different being than Hera, making her one of Zeus' countless lovers. This is too much. God fucking damn it. How important is this? So, who is supposed to be actually Io, Eo, in real life? Is this like supposed to be someone actually? I tried to connect her story to someone, but it's just too much of like stuff. Why is he even thinking about this? That's a good question. Like he just checked the internet for the IO, looked at the word IO, and he found just facts and stuff. So he's just reading the story. He connected this to the moon, history, mythology, and he's searching for Mutsuki. So he connecting everything that's IO related. So he's just reading stuff that may help him find Mutsuki. I think like it makes sense that he's reading this. If it's connected to Mutsuki, it might give him some new info. And decided to retell the mythology of anything to himself. We can just get the info dump. Yeah. But apart from being the same goddess, Hera's jealousy towards Io is a myth created as a result of the patriarchal society influenced at the time. Another interesting thing about the original myth, Io originally meant moon. Okay. Ionians had a tradition when they gave their mothers a white cow. What? In other words, a goddess. In ancient times, cows were associated with the crescent moons. Because of their horns, were widely hailed as the creatures which brought fertility to women. Okay, Yumi was searching for crescent moon, I think. Like, she had a photo camera and tried to, like, make a photograph, and, like, she was talking about this, I think, last time. You should give your mother a white cow, noted. Egypt, where Io arrived at, was once known as Kemet, which meant country of the moon. The Egyptians offered their first prayers up to the moon, which they worshipped. The Babylonians of Mesopotamia felt the moon was superior to the sun. In Central Asia, it's said that the moon is the goddess mirror that reflects the whole world. From the Queen to the Han dynasties, there was a race of people who were known as the Yue, which in Chinese means moon. There's a lot of moon in this story. Demon Yue might have come from the same words as Io. The goddammit, the Moon tribe established a country around modern-day Afghanistan. The Yumizukis, arched moon of the Japan, seems to be a branch of them. Holy Jesus. Among Gnostics, heretics, and Christianity, there's a sect known as the Nasians who worshipped snakes, which they thought to be primordial beings known as the Heavenly Horn of the Moon. Sure. My brain. According to Moses Maimonides, the 12th century Jewish theologist, worshipping the moon was said to be the religion of Adam. I like how they were afraid to give you this info the previous time you weren't ready to learn this. I'm still not ready. There's also been theories that the Stonehenge in England was built to match up with the lunar cycle instead of sun. Io being chased all over the world by the gadfly. Her wandering the word can be used to explain the various worships of famous moons and cows found everywhere. But why was the moon worshipped? One reason could be that it shines brightly in the sunless night. Furthermore, there was goddess of prosperity associated with it. The ancient Roman biographer Plutarch left behind a writing that said Egyptian clergymen have named the moon the Mother of Space. Mother of Space, moon, Mutski, on the moon, being Mother of Murdoch. I miss Mercurius. Yeah, that really sounds like Mercurius. Like, if anyone on YouTube, you did not play Dies Irae, go play Dies Irae. God damn it. Mercurius. At least I could understand Mercurius at some point. Kinda. It is though that the moon brings moisture, shines, conception, and enhancing light, accelerates the birth of living creatures, and enhances the fluctuations of the vegetation. That kind of reminds me of the biotide theory Sensei told me, how tidal forces from astronomical bodies, particularly those from the moon, affect humans. Yeah? Science and mythology, so intellectual, yet so dreamlike. Jesus. Moon brings moisture. Both sides seems to reveal the function of the moon, so it really does feel like the moon has some sort of power. Moon brings moisture. Do you think like recent episodes of White Album 2 had the moon outside? It really does feel like the moon has some sort of power.
一人がウサギになって遅れちゃう遅れちゃう
Okay,
って言い
yeah.
ながら逃げてもう一人がアリスになってウサギさんを捕まえるんだよ
He spent like half an hour to say, seems like the moon has some sort of power. Yeah. Nostalgic lines. Skip. Okay. Let's take Sakuya with me like last time. For the first time. Ha! No new ending. Ah. Okay, let's bring back the image. Wrong layer. This layer. Okay. Actually, let's just update and let's save. I'll just do extra defrag. Let's put it like that. Okay, so last time this thing changed. Anything else changed? This part changed. We filled this part. This part also filled this part, a lot of this part. We still did not fill this, yeah. A lot of changed. Okay. So I think we'll end episode like this, actually. We just got a bunch of history lesson today. I wonder if like we should replay once more just in case in the next episode. I mean, if I will just skip the whole thing in the replay, then that will just not be episode if I just have to skip everything. but to see if like I can get anything new. And if nothing new will happen or something, then we'll just go to the road B. I think that's how I will approach. So I will just like in the next episode do probably new game. Start with Hinata, maybe do... I would like to actually make a choices where we know who Yumi is. At least like we're not mixing them together. Or maybe we can like mix it together, like know Yumi and then mistake her for Sami or something. I can give a suggestion if you want. Ah, not yet. I'm fine. I mean, if there's a lot of skipping, then I mean, it's not going to be in the episode anyway. But I have fun like trying to discover stuff. Like, you know, like next episode maybe like, let's say new game with Hinata Road. We're going to have like 5 lines that are new. And then I will just start at Road B. You know, if there's like nothing new. But yeah, anyway, YouTube, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. That's been like a very tiresome episode, to be honest. We got like so much info dump about like mythology from like different aspects and stuff that this is ridiculous. How important is this? I have no idea how important it is to kill the death frag. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. So yeah, leave that like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, it's going out.